WPYX 106.
1-800-LAW-1010, 1-800-LAW-1010.com.
Got a couple of questions for Paul Harding of Martin Harding and Mazzotti. Good morning, Paul.
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
Paul, there's been some animal cruelty stories this week, last week or so. I'm sure you've seen them. And I'm fired up about it, as is any animal lover. And it got me thinking, what kind of time can a guy get if he's literally binding the feet and paws of a dog, taping its mouth shut, and then holding it underwater while it drowns? It's very vicious. I think the top that we saw was 2 years.
The maximum sentence we read yesterday was 2 years, and the kind of what we were talking about off air is, would he even get the maximum, or would it just be a fine? How many guys are maxed out with their penalty as far as animal cruelty?
Very few. Buster's Law, which came in about 15 years, aggravated animal cruelty law. And, what we've seen over the last 15 years is that the penalties have been a bit increased. It took several years before anyone did any actual jail time. And, of course, it was one of the most egregious cases that sort of brought that into light. This one seems to qualify also. I don't know what the courts will do. I don't know what the psychological analysis is going to be on this guy. But, boy, if there's ever somebody who just lots of people are rooting against, it's him. Right. I was at the Mohawk Humane Society Gala on Saturday night, and, hundreds of people there, and this story was just right on the tip of everybody's tongue.
You talked to Brad Shear. What did he have to say about it?
Well, I talked to Brad sort of on a regular basis. Actually, we're pretty involved in that over there, and he didn't want to focus a whole lot on it that night and just sort of put his night down. And he lives this so much more than the rest of us and sees so many more things. Brad's, of course, executive director of Mohawk Humane, but it's the sort of thing where this is the one that comes to light, right? So we all look at this and almost can't believe it happened. I believe that because there's been such a public outcry, it's really going to work against this guy. I mean, the letters going to the district attorney's office, the media covering it. So this may be one where he sees some jail time for his actions. And again, all we've read is what we've read in the media. There may be another story line to this. I just can't imagine what it would be.
What I always think is I always get concerned. Anyone who would do that to an animal is probably going to hit a wife, girlfriend, or child.
Or even
your eye
something
on
worse.
That guy.
Yeah, right.
I went to try to find this guy on Facebook yesterday. Took a screenshot of his Facebook page, which is now shut down, by the way. And I had to mention, I love the post. I put up here, I said, I'm thinking about writing this guy something. And so I put a screenshot of his Facebook page up, and now everybody started chiming in and laying into him.
I wondered if you were a cyber bully. I did wonder that.
You think so?
Well, I didn't know legally.
Yeah, well, again, I was heated, and I didn't really go at him personally, but Stacey Hartwell said, I hope he gets incurable festering pustules on his privates. And that's one of the only ones I can actually read on the air right now. They're laying into this guy. And I just shared it over on the Pix page, too. So let's all gang up on him. Should we gang up on him, Cantera?
Well, I like Paul's theory of hearing both sides of the story.
Oh, right.
Right.
Okay.
Although let me put an asterisk by that, it would be a pretty dramatic turnaround if these facts were not, really egregious against this guy. It would have to be a lot of misreporting and a lot of misunderstanding. But I would say this. In fact, I did look this morning. There's legislation pending. There has been for several years, but to try to increase the maximum penalties for this Buster's Law. And cases like this and people who are concerned and writing letters and things does give that more credibility and gives the legislators more impetus to pass additional legislation. So
you're a dog lover, don't you have dogs, Paul?
I do. We have
8,
dogs.
don't you?
We board dogs. Yeah, we do rescue stuff. Yep.
Hey, on a totally separate note, hey, Paul, it's that time of year again, buddy.
Which time is that?
What, you don't know?
Well, give me a hint.
Shen Yun is coming back to the area.
You know what I've done is when the newspaper comes in, because they have big ads.
Yes, I know. Ads. I can't stop chuckling every time I see the commercial on TV.
I've been hiding that paper, because I was going to pass this 1 year. And then next year.
So we're not going to see you there this year.
I won't be there. I had enough. Once is enough for me.
It's once, but maybe next year we could do it as a group.
Right on, exactly.
Yeah.
Take a year
Company
off.
outing.
Yeah.
Me, Vito,
a bunch of listeners.
I get Tread from the River.
We'll get a bus.
Out.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks, Paul. All
right.
Okay, guys.
1-800-LAW-1010 and 1-800-LAW-1010.com. It's Paul Harding from Martin Harding and Mazzotti. Thanks.
Thanks, guys.